So, brief overview of the data set. So the time frame for the report is July 3rd, 2023 to November 23rd, 2024. That is 517 days worth of time. This includes 131,000 words via email and 18,000 words sent via text message. DS, my partner, sent 105,000 words. I sent 44,000 words. This is a ratio of 2.4 words to 1. So there's a disclaimer on the page that says that there was some time periods missed because I was messed up, and I was. I honestly was. I was not okay for a really long time, and I was very vocal about it. The fact that I was combobulated enough to keep what I did amazed even me. Yes, so the data set will not be 100% perfect. Hopefully nobody ever has to do this manually again. And again, I will reiterate, this is not going to court. This is an example, and we're utilizing it for the metrics to move forward. This chart on the main page shows the number of words for both the parties over the time period. If both parties said the same amount of words, the lines would sit on top of each other. Obviously, this shows a very significant ratio. As an analyst, big variances are going to matter here. Here I see danger. Also here. Also here. As a person that knows the psychological dynamics of these relationships, I would also be concerned when the victim starts screaming. This means something bad happened. Now, included within the report is over the entire time period, but any BI program will also be able to pull out these metrics over any different time period, and it's useful for different terms. Like here, I pulled out the same data, so words per person, but it's on a month timeline by the day. As you can see, you can also see risk here, but it's more real-time risk. This is danger. This is danger. This is danger. This is also danger. I would look into what happened here. And the thing is that within this reporting structure, you would be able to. Now, because I processed this data manually, I initially had to categorize it into the 7 categories within the trifecta. So there's a section of the report that's specific to that. This is what it looked like in numbers. Following this split, the metrics look a little bit different. As a reminder, all of the categorized data that was in the subcategories was split into separate incidences. So a blame/demeaning comment was 1 count of blame and 1 count of demeaning. Similarly, blame, demeaning, threat, 1 blame, 1 threat, 1 demeaning. Within an appropriate AI product, you'll be able to circumvent this step entirely, but it's incredibly useful because you can see how each individual category is defined. There's also really fun examples. Final metrics include 1,303 abuse incidences identified from Ashley, and identified within the dataset is 1,800 demeaning comments, 2,373 incidences of blame, and 867 threats. This is by far dominant in blame, which makes up for 47% of the total. You can see the division in this pie chart. That's the overview of the data.